Today's Tips du Jour mailbag question comes to us all the way from England. Robert, I'm having trouble drilling my bridge pin holes in a straight line. Can you offer any advice? Nick in England. Nick, I feel your pain. Drilling 6 holes in a straight line is a lot harder than people might think. Fortunately, LMI has a jig that solves that problem. It's called the Bridge Drill Jig. Right now on my bench, I've got an 1890 Martin parlor guitar that I'm doing a restoration on. I had to remove the old bridge. I'm making a new bridge, and I have to drill the holes in exactly the same location as the holes that are already in the guitar. And this jig makes that very easy. So here's the 1890 Martin parlor guitar. Here's the old bridge that came off. Now this bridge was put on there by the current owner 60 years ago. So with that removed, now I already have a series of holes. Since I'm making a new bridge, I want those holes to match perfectly these holes that are already drilled in the top and in the bridge patch underneath. At the same time, one of the problems that these old guitars had was intonation. So when I slot the saddle slot, I can solve that issue as well. So to help me put those holes in the straight line, I'm going to use the LMI Bridge Drill Jig. So the bridge is made to do a variety of different string spacings, and I'm going to be using the 2 5/16 string spacing. So I'm going to place the bridge into the jig, and notice that I've already marked the 1st and the 6th string. I'm going to place that in there. I'm going to now use the 2 5/16 indexing pin and place it in the 1st hole there, and then down underneath here, line the bridge up with my line that I've put there for my 1st hole. Once I'm happy, I lock it in place with this little set screw here. I then take my indexing pin, place it in the 6th hole, and then down underneath here again, I'm going to line the mark that I put for the 6th string with the indexing pin. Once I'm happy, I lock that in place, remove the indexing pin. I can now go to my drill press and drill 6 holes in a straight line. Once I've finished drilling the holes, then I release the set screws, and I now have 6 holes in a straight line, and I can continue making the bridge. So Nick in England, thank you very much for your question. I think you'll find that if you use the LMI Bridge Drill Jig, not only will you be able to drill 6 holes in a straight line, but you'll also have the correct spacing. So happy building.